guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be fixing up another set of dolls that I received from my previous unboxing. So this is the second to the last group because I only have just one doll that I'll be fixing up, and this is going to be a major project because she is not stringed up, so she's in pieces. So we'll be working really on that, and hopefully everything will turn out well since this will be the first time that I'll be restringing a doll. But anyway, so in this video, we'll be fixing up my second Truly number 55. Yes, from having no number 55 in my collection, now I have two. But I really don't have the heart to customize this one either because I really like the way they look as is. Initially, I was planning to customize one of them, but I changed my mind, so I'm going to keep them as is. And then with her, she has two Our Generation dolls. So one is a boy doll, then the other is a girl doll. Also, these dolls I was planning to just use their bodies for future projects, but I fell in love with them as well, so we'll be keeping them as is. I'm also going to be reading a Reddit post, well, a pseudo Reddit post. Let me explain why. Because I found out that you can actually use Chat GPT to create Reddit posts. So probably the Reddit posts that we've read in the past were just made up, but doesn't really matter. I thought that they were very interesting, and using Chat GPT might as well take advantage of that. So I just type in some scenarios that I think is interesting to discuss, and I'll be reading the pseudo Reddit post about American Girl that I made, and we'll be reacting to that even though it's not really real, it's just made up. Anyway, enough blabbering. Let me show you what I did to clean up these dolls, and let's react to this Reddit post that I made. Alright, so here are the dolls that we'll be fixing up in this video. So the first one would be my second Truly number 55. So here she is. I think she's really cute. I really love this combination. The dark brown hair, the light skin, and then the freckles, and then the hazel eyes. I think they're really cute. A very nice combination. And as you can see, her limbs are very tight, so I don't need to tighten up her limbs. She comes in this cute outfit and this Inner Star University necklace that I'm not going to be using on her after this since I prefer not to. But anyway, so we'll be fixing up as well this Our Generation doll, which I found out is named Carissa. So she'll be keeping that name. She has a few scratches and she's quite dirty, and her hair really needs some work, but nothing too hard to fix. We'll be fixing up that and making her look pretty again once I'm done with her. And then the third doll that we'll be fixing up in this video is Raphael. So I nicknamed him Rafi because I already have a Raphael doll which I place into storage. So he doesn't really need that much work. His lips are tight. He just needs some deep cleaning, and his hair needs some brushing. But other than that, he's fine. So we'll be fixing up as well by cleaning his vinyl body and then brushing his hair. So we'll start with Truly number 55. I'll be using a damp magic eraser to clean her body. And while I'm doing this, I'm just going to be reading the first Reddit story that I created. Again, these are not actual Reddit stories that were posted on Reddit, so these were created by me using ChatGPT. Anyway, so here's the first Reddit story. Am I the asshole for starting family drama over an American Girl doll? So here's the situation. I, 25 female, come from a very big family. And like most families, we have our share of squabbles. But this time, things have gotten way out of hand because of, wait for it, an American Girl doll. I have a younger cousin, 12 female, who has always been obsessed with American Girl dolls. For Christmas, I decided to get her one of the new dolls she'd been eyeing, thinking it will be nice and a thoughtful gift. I spent a good chunk of money on it, and I was really excited to see her reaction. But when I gave it to her, she seemed kind of indifferent. It wasn't the reaction I expected, but whatever. I figured maybe she wasn't as into dolls anymore. A few days later, I found out from my aunt that my cousin was actually upset because she wanted a different doll. The historical character, one that had just been released, and my gift was just another modern doll. Apparently, my cousin had even specifically mentioned it to my aunt before Christmas. I felt bad, but they didn't think it was that big of a deal. I thought any American Girl doll would have been a good gift, but my cousin thought it was a letdown. Here's where it gets messy. I casually mentioned to my aunt that maybe next time she could share a list with me or make sure I get the right one. Suddenly, my whole family is in an uproar. My aunt is now mad at me for insulting her daughter's taste, and my mom says I should apologize for causing unnecessary tension. My cousin is acting cold towards me, and everyone keeps making passive aggressive comments about how I didn't put enough thought into my gift. I feel like I tried my best, but I'm genuinely confused if I'm the one being unreasonable here. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting way too much heat over something that feels so trivial. Anyway, too long, didn't read. Gave my cousin an American Girl doll she didn't want for Christmas. Now my whole family is mad at me. Am I the asshole for not realizing it would cause so much drama? Okay, to start off, I think that the family is making, yes, too much of a big deal about something, and I didn't think that she was being rude or she was insulting anyone's taste when all she said was in the future maybe the aunt would be kind enough to provide like a list of the doll names that her little girl actually wanted. Because in the first place, I don't even think that it was her responsibility to give this girl a gift. Because again, it's not like it's her daughter. So maybe she's just a cousin. Again, I don't expect anything from my cousin, so I don't know if the dynamics is different in other culture. I'm assuming that they're Americans. But anyway, if I were in her case, I would have asked for the doll back. Yeah, I will be petty like that. I will tell her, okay, since you don't appreciate my gift, since you don't want her, and you want something else, then maybe you should ask your parents for that doll. And I'm going to keep this doll. Maybe I'm just going to keep it for myself, or I'm going to resell her so I can get back some of my money. But yeah, definitely I think her parents are the ones that should be really blamed for this because they taught their daughter to be unappreciative, to be ungrateful. Because even if I was given something else, something that I really didn't want, I should consider that this person didn't really have to give me anything. Because again, she's just a cousin. She was not the parent of that kid. She was not the grandparent. So she's not even an uncle or an aunt. She's just a cousin. So I don't know. I never received anything from my cousin. So for this cousin to be nice enough to give her something so expensive for Christmas, it's something to be really grateful for. And she's acting too entitled. She's acting ungrateful. I would definitely get back that doll. And then, have her parents like buy her the doll that she wants if she's so ungrateful, and that will be the last time I'll ever going to give her anything. So anyway, I think her family's being very unreasonable by blaming her for causing the drama in their family. The person who is causing the drama are the parents of that girl. Like for the girl, I can even give her some grace, and maybe she's just too immature. She's acting like a child her age because she is a child, okay? And that's why she's very ungrateful and feeling entitled. But for the parents, there's no excuse since they should know better, okay? So they should know that they should correct their child, discipline their child, make her, remind her that she should be grateful for wherever gift she gets. So even if it's like something that she doesn't really want, maybe it's even if it's a second-hand doll, a doll that it's broken, she should say thank you, be grateful, and just be happy because again, okay, I don't think that this cousin really needs to give her a doll or give her a gift that expensive for Christmas. Okay, she did it out of the goodness of her heart, and for this person, for this child to act in such a way, it's so disgusting. I really find it really disgusting. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. How would you feel if you gave someone a gift and then this person was not really thankful? They were acting like you gave them something horrible or something like that. But yeah, so how would you feel and how would you react if you were the OP in this scenario? Okay. For myself, if I was given any type of doll, even if it's not something I wanted, I would be just be happy. Okay, so that's how it is. So it's a gift. Okay, so it's not like you ask them to buy you a specific type of doll. Like it's not a gift. You're asking them. You gave them the money and then you wanted a specific doll. Then if they bought something else, okay, even though you already told them what you wanted, then that will be a different uh, case. But in this scenario, it's a gift, so you should be thankful whatever you have or whatever you get. Before we read the next one, here's the cleaned up Truly Me number 55. I named her Patricia after one of my favorite manhwa characters from Lady to Queen. I'm going to flash on the screen here what that manhwa is. So I think she needs a bit more work because I'm not really that happy with her way her curls turned out. But yeah, overall, it's still compared to how she first looked, I think it's a definite improvement because yeah, she really looked rough earlier. Now we'll be cleaning up her companions to our generation dolls. So these dolls are Carissa and Rafi. We'll start with Carissa here, and Carissa has a lot of marks which fortunately aren't permanent. These were easily removed by the magic eraser. She does have some scratches which will take a bit of time to remove, but we're not going to really be focusing on that right now. We're just going to be cleaning her up and then fixing up her hair. Anyway, let's read the second Reddit post. This one is titled, "My sister-in-law took my daughter's American Girl doll, and I'm fuming. So I'm absolutely livid right now and I need to vent. I recently bought my daughter an American Girl doll for her birthday, something she's been asking for months. She was so excited when she finally got it. I've been working hard to make sure she has things she really wants, and this was one of those special moments. However, my sister-in-law, who honestly has a history of being a bit jealous of my family's dynamic, long story, decided it was okay to borrow the doll without asking. She came over to our house yesterday, and when I wasn't looking, took the doll. Apparently, she thought it would be fun for her daughter to play with it. Mind you, her daughter already has a whole collection of dolls, but I guess that wasn't enough. When I found out, I was beyond frustrated. I confronted her, and her response, she acted like I was overreacting and that it was a no big deal. She didn't even apologize or offer to give it back immediately. It feels like she's trying to undermine my parenting and boundaries, and honestly, I'm furious. I worked hard to get that doll for my daughter. Now it's being treated like a communal toy for everyone. Has anyone else dealt with a jealous sister-in-law or family member who crosses boundaries like this? How do you handle it without causing major drama, but also standing your ground? Girl, if this was me, I don't care if this is going to cause drama in the family. I'm going to tell my sister-in-law off. Like I'm going to tell her, you know right that what you did was theft? Basically, it's theft because you took something from our house without me knowing it. No, and especially since this is an American Girl doll, now I'm assuming that she bought this brand new, so it's going to be really expensive, definitely over 100. So she took something of value from your house. So this is like at least small claims theft, or I don't know how you call it in your country, but this is theft. Okay, she stole the doll from your house for her daughter to play with it, even though she's planning to like just borrow it and have her daughter play with the doll like temporarily. It's still theft because if her intentions were not really nefarious, and it was innocent, she should have asked for permission before taking anything from your house. And um, the OP mentioned that this daughter already has a whole collection of dolls. Now I'm assuming, again, this is just a made up Reddit post, so I don't know why I'm getting very excited or very incensed about this. But anyway, so I'm assuming, okay, that the doll, her daughter's cousin, okay, the sister-in-law's daughter, also owned like American Girl dolls. So why do you think it's okay to take this doll? Like, if the if the background here is, let's say this sister-in-law is very poor, and then when the cousin, the little girl's cousin, saw the American Girl doll, she was begging to also have her own, and then the sister-in-law couldn't afford to buy it, and then you know, because she really wants to make her own daughter happy, so she took the doll. And you know, you might feel a bit compassionate about that little girl or the plight of that parent because they couldn't afford to buy an American Girl doll. But that's not the case in this. I don't think that's the case in this. So definitely I would be telling my sister-in-law that she's no longer welcome in our house. I don't think that I would trust her to be around my possession because it's an American Girl doll this time. What's next? Like, if I bought something expensive, like maybe I bought like an iPhone, so you're going to take the iPhone because you just want to try it out, like without asking for my permission first. So I could already think that might be doing that because she already has a history of getting things without asking for permission first. So okay, so what's the difference here? What the sister-in-law could have done was just arrange a play date with the two cousins. So maybe her daughter could bring some of her dolls, and then the OP's daughter could bring her new American Girl doll and some other dolls as well. And then they could just play together as cousins. So in that way, if I were the OP, I would teach my daughter to share her things, and they could play with each other's dolls, but they will be together and they'll be playing it together. Okay, so here's the doll, Carissa. So she's all cleaned up. I'm happy that her marks, the scratches on her face, is not that visible from a distance, but still, she's a very pretty doll, and I really like her. She's so cute, and I dressed her up in this Our Generation dress. Now we'll be cleaning up this Our Generation boy. So his name is Rafi. So there's really nothing much to do with him because he's not really that dirty, and he just needs some light cleaning, and his hair, of course, would need to be brushed. So I'm just going to be talking about what I plan to do this month. So as I mentioned in the start of this video, I'll be fixing up my first restring doll. So this is the first time that I'm going to be restringing a doll. So I'm a bit nervous and apprehensive because I'm used to tightening up limbs, okay? And I'm used to eye swapping, rewigging, and maybe a bit of a face up. But no, I've not restringed before. I've already watched several tutorials on YouTube on how to do it. So I guess I already have an idea. However, I don't have the crimps because I noticed that most of the time they use like a crimp sleeve to tighten up the limbs. But in this case, I'm going to be using something that I saw in one of the tutorials that I saw months and months ago. Instead of a crimp, they use like a screw, okay? Or is it like where you put in the screw? I don't know how to describe it exactly, but I'm going to flash a picture here. So instead of the crimp sleeve, I'll be using this to tighten up the cords, and hopefully it works out because, as I mentioned, this is the first time I'm going to do this. Fingers crossed that everything will turn out well. And I'm also planning to do the All My Dolls video very soon. It's just that the reason why it keeps being pushed back is because I'm expecting another delivery of dolls. So um, the estimated time of delivery or the delivery date will be on March 27, but I have an idea that it's going to be delivered much sooner than that. Maybe at the end of February or maybe on the first week of March. And I thought that it will be a shame if I don't include them in the All My Dolls video, since they will be arriving like very soon. So I'm going to like put that in the back burner for the meantime and just wait for these dolls to arrive before I start doing. Or maybe what here's what I'm thinking. So because it's going to be involving a lot of narration or at least talking, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do a voiceover like this one or if I'm going to use AI like I did last year in the All My Dolls video. Because yeah, or maybe I should start by doing the script because there it does need a lot of scripting because I'm going to be talking about my dolls individually. So maybe I should take this time to at least prepare. If I'm not going to be starting doing the video, at least I already have the script down pat for my first few dolls. Or to be quite honest, I'm not even sure yet anymore of how many dolls I have. I think they're nearing 200. Yeah, so it is a problem. So, and this is just the American Girl dolls. But yeah, anyway, you will just see things, how it turns out. But anyway, here's Rafi. So I'm just going to be brushing out his hair. So this is not going to be hard to do because his hair is good. What I just wish that our generation would do is to also put wigs on their dolls and not just rooted hair. I'm not sure if it's going to cost them more or maybe the dolls will be more expensive if they do that. But it's going to be really better. It will look really much better if the dolls have wigs instead of rooted hair. Or maybe what they could do is to color the head because what I don't like with rooted hair is that you can see their scalp if the hair is not thick enough. But anyway, here's Rafi all dressed up. I think he looks really handsome in his new outfit. Now he doesn't have any shoes, and Carissa also have doesn't have any shoes because I've already lacking some shoes. But I've already ordered new shoes for them, so they should be on their way. Next time I photograph them, they would have their shoes. But here are the dolls that I fixed up in this video. So we have Truly Me number 55, Raphael, and Carissa. So thank you so much for watching this far and stay tuned for more videos to come. If you have any video suggestions or comments or whatever it is that you want to say, please feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section. Okay guys, so that'll be for this video. Take care always and God bless. Bye bye.